Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. So a long time no see on train life. If you've seen any of my other recent videos, I've just had quite a bit to do recently without going back into detail. Yeah, it's been quite a while. It's probably over a month now since I've been on train life, and I started a new series actually. I only did one video of doing it in more of a what I would consider to be a more of a realistic way of doing it, where there's no trains on the wrong side of the track, etc., etc. So this is part two. So what we'd done before is we'd taken some oil from what I believe, or what I remember, from the London pump jack to the Amiens factory, which is where we are now. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to keep things local without spreading myself all over the map too early. So what I've decided to do is there's some coal from Amiens down here, which wants taking up to London. And I can't remember where, to be honest, at the moment. But let me get back into here, and I'll just show you if I can get on it. There we go. So it was this one here. Yeah, London Steel Mill we're going to. So which is up there. So let's get this one sorted. Now I've already in the background I've set somebody on, which we'll have a look. So we've set Dara O'Praya on, and she's carrying some crude oil. Which basically she's doing a sort of copy of what we did last time, just to get some more money coming in. So she's doing crude oil from London Pump Jack to the Amiens factory. Now she should be working because I'm sure I set up in the options that they would work when I'm not. So hopefully that is what's happening. We will find that out as we play the game. So anyway, the first thing we need to do is get out of here and find our way over to Amiens coal mine. I'm just having a quick look because I don't want to be going the wrong way here. So yes, I'm facing the right way actually, so that's fine. So we can get straight off then. There we go. That's all right. Oh, the other thing I've done is I've bought this train. We were working with the salt skitter before, but I've now purchased this electric train. Name escapes me now, to be honest, guys. I do apologise. But this salt skitter I've now assigned to Daria, so she's now using that. Because I just prefer this train, to be honest. I just think it's a nicer train to drive, really. Nicer interior and everything. So, and I like the electric trains, to be honest. So, right, let's get over to the right. We've got the sunset. Is it sunset? Yes, it is, because it's 20 past 8. So the sunset's just kicking in, and it'll be dark soon. We've got our lights on though, so we should be okay with regards to the legalities. So remember, I've set more realistic sort of options up on this particular series. I've already got an animal coming up in the distance. Where's my horn? There we go, that's my horn. Just need to refresh myself on the controls a little bit. So yeah, like I said, no driving on the right, no silly things going off basically. I think the company more or less makes a kind of average amount of money, but the worker, in fact, can we actually just check on that? Let's just have a look at. Although no, we can't, can we? I don't think we can actually look at the game options, or can we? No, I don't think we can. But yeah, I'm sure it was set up to get the workers working without me having to work, which is what the default is. I just found that a bit stupid, that the workers only work when you worked. I mean, that's just not real, is it? That doesn't happen in the real world. You know, if you work shift patterns, you're not always working when somebody else is working. You work different shifts. So that was my take on it. Now, what's the speed limit? 100. We're doing 70. We need to keep to the right for the time being. We've still got this animal up ahead. Let's just get our speed up a little bit more. Start getting on that hooter a little bit. I'm not going to mention it, guys. I'm not going to mention it. You guys that's watched my videos before will know what I'm talking about. Ooh, forgot about that. That's because I was talking about that. Anyway, let's knock some speed off a little bit. I do like the electric trains, I have to say. And they're eco-friendly, aren't they? Nice view of the city of Amiens up ahead. Oops, just breaking the speed limit there. Let's get that speed down, please. Thank you. Okay. We should be okay at that. I can't remember what I set the speed limit fine to. I think it was like 10% over or 15% over, something like that. Now, I did put a survey up on the channel. In fact, to be honest, I've not looked at it recently, but I was basically asking what other games simmers like to play, because I'm assuming that most subscribers to the channel are people that like sim games, which I've played mostly up to now, and will continue to play. So I just want to make that clear. You know, I'm not forgetting about sim games. I just wanted to sort of broaden the appeal of the channel a little bit to include some other people. And you know, I've always enjoyed RPGs myself, for one thing. And I just wanted to know what other people liked out there. And to be honest, it worked out pretty similar to what I like. People voted for RPGs, I think, was the main one, without, like I say, looking at the votes at the moment. But yeah, what else was there? Oh, strategy games. I have to apologise. I've got a little bit of a blocked up nose at the moment. A little bit. I do get like allergies and things like that a little bit. So I do apologise for that if it's coming over on the microphone. But yeah, strategy games was another one. City builders, and there was one or two others as well. But basically, what I like to play, so I was pretty chuffed at that, to be honest. So I will be including some more games like that on the channel of those particular genres, as I already have with Baldur's Gate. If you want to go and check that one out. So I need to keep right here, and then we need to keep right at some point further up. Now the speed limit's going to increase any moment now, so I could probably start increasing the speed now, to be honest. I don't think it's going to hurt much. it's a short-lived speed limit though. It's going to drop back down to 80 again. So, what was it? 90, isn't it? Now I have been back on Train Sim World. Oh, is that my? No, I don't think it is. No, it can't be. It's in the wrong area, isn't it? I just wondered if it was Daria, but I don't think it is. Yeah, been on having a little play around with Train Sim World, which I do like overall. But I will say that I do prefer this game because there's something a little bit more to do on it, isn't there? With Train Sim World and other train sims like that, you basically go from A to B and B to A, and there's not really any format to it. Whereas this particular game, like I said before, we've been through it loads of times. I'm not going to bant on about it. The game's in a pretty decent state now, to be honest. And especially if you do the realistic settings as well, I think it improves it even more. But there's just more to do on it, and I just think it adds to it. I mean, even Microsoft Flight Simulator's going to have a new version next year to include missions and things like that. So it's something to do. So you're not just like flying a plane just for the sake of it. You know, there's actually something to do, and I quite like that idea. Let's get that speed down. Did we get right there? I've been fired. Bugger! I've not asked for permission, have I? That's with talking. I'm not even sure I'm in the right place, to be honest. Pick up track, I'm not, am I? That's with I do this every bloody time, don't I? I do this every time. Chattering away and not concentrating on what I'm doing. Hey dear. Right, let's get into reverse. Let's get out of here. Spin. Oh no, I can't, can I? In this one, I need to change ends if I can remember how to do it. That's it. Right. Okay. Yeah, totally forgot to ask for permission. That's rather annoying. £500 fine. Remember, I make the mistakes so you don't have to, people. And will continue to do so. Right. So, let's get the handbrake on. Let's change cabins again. And we want pickup track. So, we also need to ask for permission as well, don't we?
Hello, this is the operator. You're clear to arrive.
Right. Oh, has it changed again? It's changed again, hasn't it? Good job I checked, because it had defaulted back to the main area. Okay, so I can see the orange track up ahead, so we know we're in the right direction now. We're keeping right all the way. Okay. So, let's have a look at what we have here. So we need to put them on the tracks, and we need to couple, don't we? There we go. Thank you, Chester. And he's becoming a feature of the channel, isn't he, my dog? Okay, let's just check that they are all nicely connected. Yep, looking like it is. Cool. Let's just go back into here. And right, finish. Yep, okay, that's sorted. Right, so no, actually, I've forgotten where we were going. It was the was it steel mill? Yeah, London Steel Mill. That's fine. Okay. So I think I do need to change the train direction, which I like to do without having to go back to the station. Well, not the station, the centre. And okay, we need to now set a route to London Steel Mill, which is there. Let's get that in, and that's it. Handbrake off, back in the cabin, and off we go. Just take the brake off. A little bit of an outside shot. Nice starry sky as well, isn't it? Some dynamic camera ship. Well, we can get the speed up now, actually. We are slipping a little bit. Oh, Scott, what am I doing with the brake on? So what we've got to go, we've got 37 clicks to go. Back on the correct side of the track. So remember, one of the points of this realistic mode is that we shouldn't have any of those annoying trains on the wrong side of the track, which is totally unrealistic in most situations. I mean, you expect to get it occasionally if there's a you know, some sort of breakdown perhaps, or something like that. I don't know, but I mean, even so, they wouldn't be coming towards you really, would they? In certain circumstances, yes, you might get something, but generally speaking, you expect trains to be driving on the correct side for the country that they're in, don't you? Just slowing down, we've got a 90 speed limit coming up. Now it is 120 at the moment, but it's saying 18 300 metres, so I'm not going to bother speeding up at the moment. Oh, big wheel there. Must be a fairground. There we go. The big wheels are always a bit of a feature on games, aren't they? I've noticed. If you playing F1, the Japanese track, you've got the big wheel there at the theme park there. So heading back through Amiens station. Nice and bright in here. Big skyscraper up ahead as well. So remember, drop a comment, people, if you want to say anything, if you have any ideas, or you know, what sort of games you're playing now. Let's start a conversation. And if you do like the videos, please give the video a thumbs up. It really does help to put it out to more people, and that in itself will bring in more people to the channel, and hopefully those people will subscribe. I'm at I think 300 subscribers now, so it's gradually going up, so you know, it's all thanks to you guys, so thank you very much for that. It's really much appreciated, very much appreciated. So yeah, please give it that big thumbs up, and give it a subscribe if you're new to the channel. And I do have a Discord as well. I'll put a link in the description if you want to join the Discord. Another animal. Back inside. So what we've got now, we've got 31 kilometres to go, just over. The speed limit's possibly going to 110 soon, although that depends on which way it means at this junction here. Just get blasting our horn to get rid of whatever it is up ahead. Okay, so we are at 110. That's good. Let's get some speed up. Try and avoid slippage. Just a shame it's night time. I mean, it's got its qualities, but you know, I do like to look around. What time is it? It's 3:10 in the morning, so hopefully we should see a nice sunrise. I mean, that's one advantage, I suppose. You get the sunset and the sunrise. But it just bugs me sometimes that I'm trying to do a video for you guys and it's all in the dark. Okay, Sarah. Oh, let's get that power back on. Bit of a, oh, I always want to press that. The brake. More power. I'm always very wary of what happened to me one time when I just came to a complete and utter stop on a hill. I've learnt two things since then, in case anybody's wondering. Some advice from a couple of my subscribers. One is have a good run up at the hill, which I kind of knew but just didn't bother because I wasn't paying attention. And the other one was don't carry too many, or don't pull too many wagons, because if you've got too much weight on, then the train will obviously suffer. Or the loco will. Train, loco, you know what I mean. So further to what I was saying earlier on then, what sort of games have you been playing apart from, well, I mean, you can include other sim games if you like. Just interested to know what people are playing. Are you still playing a lot of Train Life, Fernbus, Train Sim World, or any other genres, any RPGs that you're playing at the moment? As I've said before, got into Baldur's Gate. I've been playing quite a few kind of strategy games at the moment. You know, the 4X games type. I bought Aliens Dark Descent. Quite enjoying that. I even got XCOM on the Xbox for was it cost me £5 for the whatever it's called, edition, deluxe edition, or whatever it is. I think the standard vanilla version was £2 odd, I think, in UK money, and yeah, the deluxe version or whatever it is was about £5. So yeah, pretty chuffed with that. I had a quick go at it. It's a game I've kind of bought to put on the back burner. I don't want to play it just yet, but I had a quick go. Yeah, enjoying it actually. But I really want to concentrate on my Dark Descent game, because it's a similar type of game, and I really want to crack on with that if I can. I also purchased Thea 2, which looked interesting, and Endless Space 2 as well on GeForce Now. Just get that speed off a little bit. And my Elite Dangerous is still ongoing. Often think about videos to do for that, but it's such a vast game. It's so difficult to do videos on that particular game, Elite Dangerous. It's just what do you do on it, because half the time you're travelling around, which is, you know, it's one of the downsides of the game, to be honest. It's a novelty at first, but it kind of wears off, doesn't it? But you know, I still love the game. And I'm still persevering with X4. I did do a couple of videos on X4 some time ago, but I just got to a point where I thought, what the bloody hell am I doing on this game? No idea at all. So I'm trying to do some more research on it and get a better understanding of what's the best way to play it, and I may start doing some more videos again, but it's not a game that comes to me easily. You know, RPGs I've played a lot of and I can get to grips with it. Some strategy games though, like that one, it's not the genre that's the problem. It's just how the game's been created and the kind of, I mean, there is a tutorial, but it's not a particularly great one. It doesn't explain itself particularly well what you're supposed to be doing next. So it's, you know, you kind of think, oh, why am I bothering? You know, there's so many better games out there from that point of view that you can get on with easier. But I do feel I want to get into the game. I do like the look of the game. You know, I love my space games, and I really want to get into it. So again, if anybody plays that, anybody got any instant tips on that, please drop them down in the comments. Now, I did try doing 1 or 2 videos of SnowRunner a while ago, just to see what interest was on that, but it doesn't get, surprisingly, because I think it's a fantastic game, SnowRunner, and it doesn't seem to get a lot of views. So I don't know. I may carry on a little bit. Perhaps it was just the subject matter I was doing. I was just talking about opening the map of the new DLCs that had come out, but I don't know. It just doesn't seem to get a lot of views. Perhaps it's because it's an older game. Who knows? But you know, I try things, and sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. Train Life continues to get decent views, so I will continue to do a fair bit of Train Life. Ooh, starting to chuck it down now, isn't it? What we got now? 16 clicks to go. Heavy rain, switch fog lights, or you may get fined. Yeah, can't remember how to do that. Fog lights, where's fog lights? No, it's cabin lights. There we go. Oh, I think that full beam's fog lights, isn't it? From what I recall. Right, speed. I know I keep mentioning speed, but it's a massive part of this game, keeping within the speed. I mean, you seem to pick up speed so quickly sometimes as well. Just get that knocked off. There we go. Any PlayStation 5 owners out there who's played this on the PlayStation 5, it'll look rather familiar, this picture, won't it? The old Matrix effect. Has that been sorted out now? I'm assuming it has. I don't have a PlayStation 5, not played on my PlayStation for ages. I've got a PlayStation 4 Pro, but decided to change to Xbox because when the new gen consoles came out, there wasn't really anything that floated my boat for PlayStation, to be honest. But there was quite a bit that floated my boat on the Xbox, so I changed systems. So I've got a PlayStation Pro, but I don't tend to go on it. So yeah, have they sorted the Matrix out on that? Do we know? I seem to recall that they have. But yeah, if anybody knows, again, put it down in the comments. A bit more slippage now with the hill and the wet. I'm assuming, I don't know this, but I'm assuming that the wet weather will have some effect on slippage. Let's have a bit more outdoor. viewing. I did change the colours, by the way. I've gone onto this dark and light green. To be honest, I was looking through before I started videoing, and I'm not that fond of the colour schemes that they have, if I'm honest. Oh, we're just entering the tunnel now, aren't we? Channel tunnel. Yeah, just not particularly fond of the colour schemes. As we get back in the cabin there. None of them seem to work for me. I don't know what it is, but they all look a bit, I don't know, industrial, I suppose. So this is possibly the only problem with doing the London route is the tunnel, isn't it? I think it's a little bit boring just going through. But, you know, living in the UK, it's where I wanted to start the journey, really, on this new series. So obviously, as we venture out, we'll obviously be doing this less and less. Well, apart from levelling up the city. But yeah, I'm going to sort of kind of keep it to Northern Europe just to start with, just to keep it more localised. Is it still raining? Still raining in the tunnel. Kind of amuses me with train games, train sim games, because when you're in a tunnel, the same happens on Train Sim World. Like you think, oh, the end of the tunnel's there, and it's like one of those receding hills when you're climbing a hill, and you think you've got to the top, and the more you walk up the hill, the further the top of the hill goes back. It's like you're always thinking you're there and you're not. But it's like that. You see the end of the tunnel and you get there and it's not the end of the tunnel. Is this the end of the tunnel? Oh, I think we've got to the end at last. There we go. Right. Oh no, actually, it's probably just the drops on the windscreen then. Inside the tunnel. There's obviously more of a rain effect when you get back outside, isn't there? So we've got another animal up ahead. Need to keep an eye on this animal here. Let's just knock the speed off a little bit so the train's not running away from me. Keeping to the right. Yep, there he goes. We could get the wipers on, I suppose, couldn't we? There we go. Start to just get the brakes on a tiny bit. There's a 60 limit coming up. Typical England, isn't it? Typical England. This is what it's been like for the last few weeks. for anybody that lives outside the UK, this is what we've been having. Last summer we were basking in, well, I say basking, I can't stand the warm temperatures to be honest, but we were having 40-degree wall-to-wall sunshine for weeks and weeks, and this year we had a bit of nice weather through June time, but then July and early August been shocking, absolutely shocking. Let's get that brake off. We can get the speed back up again now, can't we? Yep, let's go, go, go. The green and pleasant land. I suppose we wouldn't have all the greenness, would we, if, or greenery, if it wasn't for the rain. You can't have everything. This must be the River Thames. London down there on the left, main area. We're just being a little bit cautious here because we have an amber light up ahead somewhere. Ah, you bugger. Now I think I had this last time, even though the trains are on the normal side of the track, I mean not for the UK, but for the game they are, we're still having to stop for some peculiar reason, which doesn't really make sense to me. Let's just have a look at the colour of those lights. Yeah, they are at red, but you see the train's on the other side. So even though I've changed it to you know, no trains to be on the wrong side, you still get the red signal, which is just stupid, really. There you go, another quirk. At least we managed to stop the train in time just, so I'll put the handbrake back on. To be honest, I'm not entirely sure whether we, in fact it might be worth trying that. I wonder if we get a fine by... Ah, now you see I've got problems here now. Because I've stopped a car. This is exactly the problem I had on that other video. Ah, we're going now. Right. But yeah, I think I'm going to try that next time when there's a train approaching, because I know they're not on the wrong side. They're not on our side. So I think I'm just going to go through the red light and see what happens. Because it's totally unnecessary. And I think I'd rather just put up with a fine. I can't remember what the fine is now, but if it's not that much, I'll probably just put up with a fine. Okay, so we are going right. So that's already set up. And we have a 50 limit coming up shortly, so we'll not have too much throttle on. Let's get that knocked off.
Station operator here. What can we do for you? You're cleared to arrive.
Drop off track is what we want. That's straight ahead of us, isn't it? Let's just get these wipers turned off. Oops, don't want that. There we go. So, that wasn't a bad journey though, overall, was it? Not bad at all. Come on, stop, stop, stop. I'm slowing down a bit too slowly there, to be honest. Can we still drop off? No, we can't. Let's go backwards then a bit. Ah, so she's been working, that's good. Just had a message come up there. Right. There we go, that's better. Okay, so we need to uncouple, confirm delivery, and we finish, don't we? There we go. And we've made 151,548 and gained 2,552 XP. So that's really well done there, isn't it? Brilliant. Let's have a look at more details. Yep. 9 wagons altogether. Oh, we've got a time bonus as well, right? Fantastic. Okay. Close all. And recruit 2 we are at now. Fantastic stuff. We've got new parts available. New dashboard accessory, which is something I've never actually bothered with, dashboard accessories. I've used them sometimes in Elite Dangerous, but never thought about them in Train Life. No, I never think about it, to be honest. I never think it's the type of game to have things like that. I'll have to have a look at that next time, I think. Right, what I was going to have a look at is our employee. So, yeah, she's earned us £46,496. Fantastic. Right. So, and how much money have we got all together? Where do we... Is it dashboard? Total company cash made. Is that what we've got now? 303,000. I'm assuming that's it, is it? 303,000. I can't remember where it is. It's that long since I've been on. I think that's it, isn't it? It's not, yeah, it's probably, surely what we must have, 303,700. It's got to be. It's got to be. I thought it would have told you in the company, though. It doesn't tell you there. It doesn't tell you there, because that's my train. That's employee list, my skills, level unlocks. No, it's got to be that. It's got to be on the dashboard there. So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Like I said, please make a comment about one or two of the things that we've talked about. And if you are new to the channel, please subscribe and please give the video a thumbs up so more people can catch the video. And we will see you on the next one. Take care and bye for now.